Coming up on Torrance Today, Rugby Week is back, and it's bringing together some of the best teams in the world for one of the sport's biggest tournaments. Sister cities Kashiwa and Torrance are celebrating their 50-year anniversary, and representatives from both cities take a moment to remember one of the people who helped make it happen. And the Armed Forces Day Parade and celebration returns after a 3-year hiatus, and we learn more about what to expect in just a few months. All this and more coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Kirk Lyons. It's 4 p.m. on Tuesday, February 7th. I hope you're having a great week. Thank you so much for joining us. Here is our first story. Rugby Week returns to our city this month. City leaders will make the proclamation at tonight's City Council meeting, declaring Monday, February 20th through Sunday, February 26th as Rugby Week. It's when 16 of the best teams from around the world will make Torrance their home in preparation for the HSBC World Rugby 7 Series. Our city declared its first Rugby Week about a half a year ago, and City Cable's Christine Lee received a rugby tutorial then from a former player known as Captain America.
This is a rugby ball. You can see it very much looks like American football, but no laces, right? There's one or two ways of passing it. You and I can, now I always say keep your fingers are up or not pointed down, right? So you can sideways with that. You can just pop it to each other, right? Pass it, that's pretty easy, right? Or you can spin it, and the spin's like almost like you're opening a door. The spin is like if you're really far away, I want to spin it, versus I just pop it to you and go there. We actually all know rugby. It's the root of American football, and soccer begets rugby, rugby begets American football, and American football and rugby begets basketball. A lot of sports come from that root. Hey, we're just trying to get something across the line or in a goal. We'll use in soccer again. The Premier League is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, soccer league in the world. They in England they also have the Premiership, which is rugby. So I played in the Premiership for 8 years. Mostly with a team called Bath, and played all over Europe, and for the U.S. team, played all over the world.
More than 40 games will take place over the weekend, providing at least 8 hours of play on each day. In addition to the competition on the field, a fan festival will take place around the venue over the weekend, providing international music, food, culture, and entertainment to this unique experience. Rugby Week was supposed to take place last February, but got delayed to August due to the pandemic. We're happy to see the athletes coming back and getting ready for another exciting weekend. Another proclamation will be read at tonight's City Council meeting, noting the 50th anniversary since Torrance became a sister city to Kashiwa, Japan. It's a bittersweet moment for the Sister Cities Association's presidents on opposite sides of the world as they remember a very special Torrance resident who helped make this happen, but is not here to celebrate with them today.
Our original founder, Miko Haggett Henson, really wanted to celebrate this 50th. Unfortunately, she passed unexpectedly in June, but we have tried to continue her dream. And one of her dreams was to have a friendship festival that involved not only delegates from Torrance, but also from Kashiwa.
Miko is my inspiration, and still she is my inspiration. Having 50 years anniversary, Miko was really trying to do her best. So we can get together and make her dream and our dreams come true to make this 50th anniversary as a starting point for another 50 years for the world peace. And I'm sure, I believe, Miko is now watching us, preparing for the 50 years anniversary, and on that day, she's also attending all the time with us. I'm sure she is, and we are happy to believe that.
City Council adjourned a meeting last July to honor Henson. A group of delegates from Kashiwa will arrive next week and take part in a number of activities throughout our city. One of their stops will be the Friendship Festival taking place on Saturday, February 18th at the Armstrong Theater. The event will feature past cultural exchange students from both cities who are now highly accomplished performing artists. The public is invited to join. For more information, visit torrancearts.org. And also during tonight's meeting, we learn about the next steps in preparing for our first Armed Forces Day parade in years. For 60 years leading up to the pandemic, Torrance proudly honored its men and women through this multi-day celebration. Its committee will ask City Council to file committee meeting minutes and approve the budget for this year's event. The celebration is set to take place on May 19th through the 23rd, with the parade on Saturday, May 20th. The city identifies one branch of the military each year as the honored service. This year's honoree is the United States Coast Guard. A high-ranking official from the Coast Guard will serve as the parade's Grand Marshal. In addition to the parade, the weekend's events will include a free concert, a military exhibit featuring aircrafts, vehicles, and support equipment on display, a 5K run, and a few surprises. And City Council members will also adopt a resolution tonight establishing guidelines for creating a Citizens Oversight Committee for Measure SST. Torrance voters passed the measure last June, raising the city's sales tax by a half-cent, which generates approximately $18 million annually to help maintain essential city services such as fire, paramedic, public safety, and emergency 911 responses. It will also protect local drinking water sources, keep coastal waters from pollution, keep parks and public areas clean and safe, support street and pothole repairs, maintain senior services, and help to keep libraries open. Like many cities, the cost of maintaining our high-quality services continue to go up, an issue that was made worse by the pandemic. Many more agenda items will be discussed tonight. The public is invited to the council chambers at 3031 Torrance Boulevard. The meeting begins promptly at 6:30 p.m. Virtual participation continues to be an option. You can send an email before the meeting to councilmeetingpubliccomment@torranceca.gov. And as always, you can watch the meeting live on our website, YouTube, and of course, right here on Torrance City Cable. Parents preparing to send their young children to school for their first time this fall can get some help.
A lot of families, it might be their first time that they're enrolling in their child in school, first time navigating the school system. And so we enroll our TK and our kinder students before any of our other grades to give those parents time to understand what kindergarten is for their student, understand the enrollment process, and feel more secure in navigating that and getting their student enrolled.
TUSD has more family information nights coming up. The next one takes place on Thursday, February 9th at North High, focused on best serving the students in that area. Parents can meet the principals and representatives from Arlington, Carr, Edison, Lincoln, and Yukon elementary schools. Then on Thursday, February 16th, West High will host a meeting focused on introducing parents to incoming students at Anza, Towers, and Victor Elementaries. And on Thursday, February 23rd, South High will welcome new parents for those who plan to send their kids to Arnold, Riviera, Seaside, and Walteria. For more information, go to TUSD.org. And road work continues in North Torrance with some significant traffic impacts for the coming month. The Caltrans-led project includes widening of the subject intersection and the addition of 405 freeway on-ramps. That means the on and off ramps to the 405 on 182nd Street will be shut down starting Monday, February 13th for an entire month. Detours will be in place during that time, but commuters should plan to hop on and off the freeway elsewhere until March 14th. Also, concrete removals will begin on the east side of Crenshaw Boulevard in preparation for the construction of a new southbound 405 on-ramp. That means northbound Crenshaw Boulevard will be reduced to 2 lanes from 186th Street to the 405 overpass through next Wednesday, February 15th. And a Torrance deli that has been around for nearly 4 decades recently received some significant accolades. Eater LA says the New York Deli, located at 2424 Sepulveda Boulevard, has the best pastrami sandwich in the South Bay. The Sky High meal comes with 5 ounces of peppery cured and perfectly sliced beef pastrami, Swiss cheese, and a mound of creamy coleslaw, all between 3 slices of classic deli rye bread. The Temery couple who opened the deli in 1985 continues to operate it today. They are passionate about providing authentic deli food at an extraordinary value. The New York Deli is open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And still ahead, it's Tango Tuesday, and we'll introduce you to the Torrance Police Department's newest recruit, who just passed his first test. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
I think I finally found.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far.
A place that I call home.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna.
It only takes a spark to make a fire start.
The judge.
Thank you.
Study, please.
I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to share a positive story that fits the theme for the day. On this Tango Tuesday, meet the Torrance Police Department's newest recruit, Tango. Tango is one of only about 10 bloodhounds in the LA County area, and TPD says it represents the start of its official bloodhound program. Tango has the ability to trail or track a specific scent, which is how he is able to locate a missing person. His jowls, loose skin, and large ears work to contain odor around his nose and face. Tango had a successful practice run recently when a male resident was reported missing. Officers located the man at a local restaurant, but with permission from his wife, Tango used the scent from the man's pillowcase to track him to his exact location. Good work, Tango, and welcome to Team Torrance. Well, that's our show for today. Let us know if you have a positive story to tell by emailing us at torrancetoday@torranceca.gov. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a great day.